Good morning. It's 5:56 on Wednesday, the 24th of May. Sunrise was at 4:53. And temperature's 41. And already I realized I had the wrong gloves on. Oh boy. Looks like another beautiful day. Although there is rain forecasted for this evening. Is it forecasted or forecast? I think it's forecasted. Anyway, nothing on the side of the game cameras. Got our first hare of the morning over there. We've been watching hummingbirds all morning. If you watch the channel, you might notice that the trailer has been moved a little bit. I put my Toro time cutter zero-turn mower on it yesterday and went over to Brother Tom's place to mow his fields, and unfortunately it's still wet. So to the east of the house, you can actually see the water. And I tried cutting some areas that looked like they were not wet, but made a mess. Then I cut the runway, as he calls it, or Brother Bill might call it, because Brother Bill has the powered parachute. He flies on there. And found all the hidden rocks that were underneath the tall grass. So I might have to sharpen the blades. And it was the first cut of the year, so the guy who plows the driveway had pushed all the stones that Tom had brought up to the surface with his box blade, and they were all in the grass. They had a couple, and I realized how bad it was. I stopped the mower and walked the part of the driveway, clearing all those stones. I had a couple trees down, cleared them out. There was one tree that had come down across the driveway that had gotten buried under snow. So when Hazen plowed, he pushed that off to the side of the driveway, picked that up, put it in the woods. So it looks pretty good. Still needs more work because it's wet. And the rain tonight's not going to help. Yesterday morning at 10 o'clock, my friend Kurt came by to take a look at the outboard motor on the boat. It's got a 90s vintage, I think, Mercury Mariner, 2-cycle 15 horsepower motor. had it a couple of years. I think I've had it out on Silver Lake twice. And I was supposed to take it out last year with Antonio. And went out there and started up. Wouldn't start. Tried all sorts of stuff, couldn't get it going. Starting fluid didn't get it going. So I bought a new CDI, something to do with ignition, I don't know what CD stands for, and new coil. That didn't get it going, so Kurt came over, took a look at it, and tried some starter fluid inside the, took spark plugs out, put starter fluid inside the cylinders. She ran just a hair and died. So he hooked it up to his, he's got a Ford F-150 with the 3-liter diesel. Oh, well, let's go. Come. Don't go in the mud. Oh, turkey prints. So he tore it away, and while I'm cutting Tom's grass, my phone had vibrated, so I needed to put gas in the mower. I checked my messages and see if I had any phone calls, and Kurt had called, so he said, you ready to go fishing? So he got it running. So I did a little more on Tom's, and was almost done. I was on my last pass, and I hit a rock really good. So that was a sign to put it away. Packed it up, came home, put the mower on the outside of the building because she was covered in mud and wet grass that had dried on it. So I left it out there, put the trailer on the side of the building where you saw it, and asked Rita if she wanted to go for a ride, but she didn't. She doesn't like when I tow things. Makes her nervous. Got down to Kurt to see he had his pontoon boat out. He's got a nice Sea Ray, man, see something or other. Pontoon boat. Had hooked up to his truck. He's fixing the lights. Apparently he had some wiring issues or something. He had a couple of lights he had to work on. And I had taken him away from working on that to show me what he had done with the Mariner. He started the Mariner up and shut it off pretty quick because there's no water cooling it. Showed me how to adjust the idle. And then he wanted to show me his pontoon boat. We took a walk over there. Oh, we also looked at his wood splitter. He used to sell wood splitters, and when he dissolved his business, he had one left over he took for his home own personal use. He's had it for years and years and years. He's replaced the engine on it a couple times. Right now he's got a Tecumseh on it. And I have a large motor from my old chipper. The flail broke apart on the chipper, so I've got the motor sitting there. Can't buy parts of the chipper. I bought a new chipper 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Come on, bud. Play. So I told him maybe do me a favor, get the motor out of my barn because it's just taking up room. It's going to need some work to get the flail part off the motor, because things, when they broke apart, they didn't come apart nice. Rapid unassembly, and it wasn't a complete unassembly. So if he can use it, good for him. So got the boat home. Unfortunately, I didn't know how long he'd have to have the boat to work on it. So I had rearranged the barn, put all the toys back in. So when I got the boat home, I pulled all the toys out again, and I get the boat in. I knew it was going to rain tonight, so I didn't want to leave the boat out and have it fill up with water. Yeah, I know it's got a drain plug, but even with the plug out, there's ridges on the bottom of the boat. Come on, bud, what are you doing? See, here's the dogs down the road. Come on. There's ridges on the bottom of the boat that keep the water from getting all the way back to the drain plug. Plus the drain plug's half an inch above the floor level. See, if there weren't ridges there, all the water doesn't get completely out. But right now it's dry. I had used my white dry vac, vacuumed that out, vacuumed all the leaves and pine needles out of it. So the boat's back in the barn. All the toys are back in the barn, but I tried using my backpack blower on the Toro zero turn, but the wet grass had dried. I even took an old towel to try and rub it off. It didn't rub off. So I'll be using the pressure washer on it. Clean it up. Gotta go to town today. My truck is probably down to 5 gallons of fuel left in it. And need some grocery items. Gotta stop at Richard's Sports Shop and pick up some antifreeze for the razor. What else? Well, ethanol for gas. I need 15 gallons ethanol for gas. I go through that stuff really quick in the summer, or in this time of year. But sure ain't summer. We had frost yesterday. I missed. I have a blade stalker. So on the way back from picking up the boat, I stopped into Smith's, pick up some beer. They allow people to buy one bottle out of a 6-pack. So I drink IPA, and there was one 6-pack of Shed IPA there that somebody had bought 4 bottles out of already. There was only 2 bottles. And that was all they had, I asked. And Sherry said somebody's back in the cooler. So, poked my head in there and asked her if she had any Shed IPA. She said no. I noticed some Sierra Nevada. It wasn't IPA, it was just pale ale. I asked if I could have that. She said we're holding it for somebody. So she took her case out to ask Sherry who they were holding it for. And she says, no, just sell it. So when the girl gave me the 15-pack, the cardboard felt like it had been wet or had been there for a long time. I looked on the outside to see if there was a freshness date. There was not. So when I got it home and popped one open, looked at the bottom of one can, it said it was brewed on October 11th of 22, so it's probably expired, but it tasted alright. So that was pretty much it. Went to bed early. Actually, I fell asleep on the couch. And Rita was still watching TV, so I woke up while she was watching TV and just said, all right, time to bed. And I went to bed. We did have some sort of weird problem with the TV. Rita was watching the evening news, and it just shut down. And I used the system restart function inside the TV. TV came back up. I went to cable TV or satellite TV again. Had nothing. I went to Netflix, and that worked fine. So I knew it wasn't the TV. I went into the satellite TV app, tried to use diagnostics, and it got through 66% of the diagnostics, and it's just hung there. It's not that there wasn't activity on the screen, it was doing all sorts of stuff, but it never came out of the diagnostics. So I shut it off, turned it back on again, and it worked. I don't know. I'm tired of paying $100 a month for TV that we only watch, the History Channel, Travel Channel, Discovery Channel, and something else. Magnolia Network. I mean, I can stream Discovery, which might include the History Channel. I don't know. But then you don't have your local news. Although I look at Twitter and I see the news hours before it's on the evening news. I would get a digital antenna, but I don't want any antenna on the house. I do have the old Usenet pole with coax. Goes underground into the house. But what antenna do I buy? So a 100-mile antenna that had a motor that apparently is powered over the coax. But the reviews on it said that the motor is very weak and any slight breeze moves the antenna. And they said that the motor only turns in one direction, doesn't have bidirectional rotation, which doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I should have worn the other gloves. Flynn, bunny rabbit, Flynn, bunny rabbit. He almost got one the other night. It was right over here. Had to be 6 inches. Come on. They sit there eating. I don't know whether they think you can't see them, but the way it took Flynn was right on top of it. Well, Sandy and Kevin are supposed to be up tonight. Or this morning, I don't know what time. They were packing their trailer up. Monday they were packing the trailer in preparation for coming up here today through Monday, so they have a nice long weekend. So they'll be working. What are they saying, bud? I don't know. I don't speak dog. What? Oh, what's wrong? You're torn between the hair and the barking, huh? What's wrong? Oh, he's up eating the new growth off the pine tree. The apple trees are at full blossom. We were walking by them the other day. The bees were really going to town, pollinating them. Gotta fix the flag. Yeah, I don't hear any bees yet. I guess it's too cold yet. Let's go, bud. Flynn, come on. No. No. Well, the Snowmobile Club was supposed to be getting the lawn insulation today, but they hadn't contacted Cheryl, so she called and they said maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. We're on the job right now. We don't know. So she wasn't too happy about that because, you know, Kevin's got a plan, resources. We've got, I think we have the chicken barbecue coming up in July. We usually get a full house. I mean, the barn. And the indoor seating area. And he wants to get the barn finished for that, so we're running out of time. other day when I mowed, I looked at that and it doesn't need to get cut. Now it's 8 to 10 inches. Oh, one other thing I have to buy in town is I don't know if anybody's gonna have the turf builder plus halts. The dandelion problem is just getting worse. Although Mr. Hare over there might be helping me out eating some of them. These 5 black pots here, those are apple trees. I started from seeds I had taken out of apples I ate. I think I had 6 pots, but one of them doesn't look like it came back. I had to figure out where I could put them. I don't want to put them out in the lawn here. Maybe I'll rip one of those pine trees out. Except the roots on those things are going to be pretty deep. I wouldn't mind replacing the pine tree with an apple tree. The pear tree over there to the right of the shed house, to the left of the other small pear tree. That's has some blossoms on it. Maybe we'll get some fruit this year. But that'll be it for today. Hi, bud. Okay. He was itching. When he scratches himself, he turns the red lock on. But that's it. Thanks for watching.